Hi everyone, today we will be interviewing a few members of the board of directors of Tata Motors. It's very exciting. We will ask them about their global strategy and a bit about their competitive advantage in that global market as well. So Tata Motors is one of the most well-known companies worldwide, but for viewers who don't know much about the company, could you tell us a bit more about Tata's background briefly?
Tata is a $45 billion multinational enterprise and is one of the leading manufacturers of the automobile industry in the world. And we have a global network in over 175 countries, and we provide diverse product portfolios. For example, we have 97 subsidiaries, 9 associated companies, 4 joint ventures, and 2 major acquisitions, like Jaguar and Land Rover in UK and Tata Dow in South Korea.
Okay, great. And I recently heard that Tata has increased their investments in their global businesses. So could you tell us a bit more about why did Tata go global in the first place?
Okay, there are several reasons. First one, due to the high competition in Indian market. For example, we did not get good profit in India, because most people choose motorcycles, and the cars only account for 15% of the automobile sales. And also, Tata Motor only takes 6.4% market share in India. And secondly, our biggest try is to acquire the British popular brands, like Jaguar and Land Rover, and it performs well. We make good profit from it, so this encourages us to go further in the globe. And next reason is because Tata's light trucks and buses have good global recognition, and we have excellent supply chain management in the globe.
That's very, very interesting. And what was the global environment like when Tata first entered the global market, like in terms of political, social, economical factors, and how did Tata adapt to those factors?
Okay, for these factors, I will only emphasize the political and social ones. First is the political, within the regulations and government rules in operated countries is quite important. For example, we acquired Jaguar and Land Rover due to UK's impressive tax benefits to attract our investors, and the UK has strong political inspiration in terms of globalization. Also, within the UK's good political stability and governmental support is quite attractive. Next factor, I will talk about social ones. Firstly, I think the demographic differences result in different scales of market. And also, the level of income in different countries influence customer preference. For example, in Italy, it has a high level of income and tend to drive larger and fancy cars. And so unfortunately, Tata Nando didn't perform well in Italy.
Okay, and could you tell us more about the conditions in the automobile industry specifically?
Okay, for the industry, we'll mainly mention the rivalry, a threat of entry, and biopower. Firstly, the industry has a moderate market concentration. There are many players, but only few top ones. And this industry needs huge capital investment, and it has increasing product diversification, so it's more competitive. And also, within the global automobile industry, competition may further intensify because of the continuing globalization. And as for the rate of entry, first, within this industry need economy of scale. We have lower fixed cost, and we have high capital requirements. Also, the high suppliers reaching cost and customers' brand loyalty make the rate of entry lower. And also, our existing players have more access to the distribution channels. Last, I will talk about the biopower. First, we think the market concentration is not high under global operations, but the demand varies from region to region. For example, in Europe, it's uncertain due to the Brexit, but in China, it's growing due to China's GDP growth. I want to mention that high consumer demand will drive high purchase volume and higher buying power.
So, what do you think are Tata's competitive advantages and how have they used them to their benefit?
Firstly, I'm going to introduce about the globalization strategy of Tata and also its subsidiary Jaguar Land Rover. Actually, a firm can achieve a higher rate of the profits over a rival in one of the two ways. Either it can supply an identical product or service at a lower cost, or it can supply the product or service that is differentiated in such a way that the customer is willing to pay a price premium. Tata is using the cost leadership strategy, while the subsidiary Jaguar Land Rover is using the product differentiations, and my colleagues are going to introduce more details about it.
Okay.
As mentioned by my colleague, Tata Motors is the user of cost leadership strategy. The price range of Tata Motors self-designed and launched vehicles from approximately £2,000 to £30,000. Comparing the figure with the average selling price of £26,000, we can see that Tata Motors charge a lower price than other manufacturers. A famous example is Nano. Well, the subsidiary of Tata Motors, GLR, is the user of differentiation strategy. It emphasizes vehicle unmatched versatility and authentic four-wheel drive heritage combined with luxury and prestige. Those years, GLR start to invest in electronic and new age cars. The revenue of GLR grows significantly from 2011 to 2018. In conclusion, differentiation helps GLR achieve competitive advantage and maintain its market share.
So, other than cost leadership and product differentiation strategy, are there any other interesting strategies you're using that you can tell us about?
Of course, we also have product-based strategy and non-product-based strategy. For product-based strategy, we have, for example, we innovate a new product named Nano, and for the non-product-based strategy, we establish a European technology center in Warwick. Its name, as you know, is WMG.
Yeah. So we've mentioned JLR a few times, and in 2008, Tata Motors acquired Jaguar Land Rover, and it's one of their most famous acquisitions. And I just wanted to know more about the reasons behind that acquisition.
No problem. Actually, that's a quite big challenge to us as well. But time proves that I kind of succeed during these times.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna answer those questions. The first reason behind the acquisition is about technologies. Because this company do have their own advanced technologies. After both them, we will own them, then we can apply those things to our own product lines. The second reason behind that is the synergies. We definitely can see the overall cost during by this brand. The third reason is about we can explore a new market during in the Western or Northern world. For example, we can get into the American, we can get into Europe countries, and also we are right now, before we do the acquisition, we are to rely on the Indian market. And after explore the markets, we can kind of reduce the risk of our brand. And the first reason is that, as you can see, during 2008, there are increased demands for luxury cars. We can see for Chinese market and American markets. So that's also a reason we bought that brand. And the last reason I want to say is about the diversifications, because before we do the acquisition, we are only doing some low-cost products, but we want to expand our product line.
So there are several types of global strategy a company can adopt, and the first one is global, the second one is international, the third one is multi-domestic, and the fourth one is transnational. So what do you think Tata's global strategy is?
That's really a nice question. And I think we are using the transnational strategies. Because actually we are applying both from the global and the international, which is like the global implementations, we are saving cost, and the other is the local responsiveness, which means like we have local team working on it. If you want like example, we can talk about our value chain. As you can see, when we are producing the components and the products, we are used more like global implementation to save costs. Like we have like factories back in China or in the other countries, and talking about the service and marketing parts, we are using more like our local team to do more strategies to attract the local people to do things they prefer.
Very interesting
Thank
strategy.
you.
So, I've just received a list of the burning questions the viewers want to ask the directors of Tata Motors. So the first viewer is asking if you think that, that's a good one, if you think that Tata's priority to stay low cost is impacting their quality.
Actually, I think it's not true. We also decide other ways to decrease our costs, such as in supply chain. So I don't think cost leadership means decreasing product quality.
Okay, so for the second burning question, our viewer is asking, do you think that the fact that Tata is reliant on JLR's brand in the luxury market will cause problem for Tata Motors later?
We have developed our own high-end brand actually. For example, Tata Tamo is making progress now.
Okay. Okay, and the third one is it difficult to manage the company given its diverse markets and products and the fact that they are dispersed?
I admit that we have dispersed market before, but in the future, we are going to apply special product in different countries, such as we will focus on selling high-end brand product in developed countries.
Oh, okay. And now our other viewer is asking, why is Tata late to respond to the regulations in Europe regarding eco-friendly cars? Because as we know, recently in Europe, the demand is for fuel-efficient cars, and that's set by law. So why is Tata so late to develop those eco-friendly cars?
To be honest, we are designing our own fuel efficiency car right now, but can't tell you more about it because it's business secret.
It's top secret, okay. Yeah. And now for the last question. How will Tata adapt to changing customer trends in the world?
Yes, we are trying our best to follow different customer needs in different countries, not just in India. So then that's my answer.
Okay.